Going on with y'all out there? As you see, I'm back here now. As I've just watched Dune, the remake of the already 1984 remake, but it's technically still, but it's basically still, an adaptation of the 1965 book. I want to say first off, of course, no, I will not be spoiling anything. I just like a couple of parts, a few parts to get my point across of why I didn't find or like the film, or find that the film, wasn't really even all that good. Of course, it wasn't. Considering going into the movie already, I didn't like the director when I found out that he, was talking his petty, ignorant. I try to keep it PG too. When he was talking his petty, ignorant, malice on, the making of Marvel movies. But like I said, if you watched my video on them, I'll I'll guard you that if y'all don't see it, in this beginning of it. Oh, sorry. If y'all don't see it in the beginning, in the info in the top right corner, then I'll just it'll be at the end. When I made a video on him, Dennis. I can't say his last name, but his first name is Dennis. Yeah, when he said when he tried to trash Marvel films, saying they're not really movies. Hey, I got kind of pissed at that, and I made a movie on him. I made a video on him. So yeah, already taking into account of that, not already liking the director, which I said he remakes. Yeah, he just remakes movies. That's all he's really ever known for. Even though he made if anybody remembers the 2013 Prisoners, but all he's really known for is going to be this now. Dune, and Blade Runner 2047, and this is not, of course. I mean, they may not believe me anyway. May not believe me anyway, but this is not any just to gain any attraction, views, subs, or whatever that. I'm just, like I said, if you've been watching me, and I'll continue to say it again, throughout my channel, is I'm just giving my farce. You don't even have to take it as the you don't obviously you don't have to take it as the all be all of of me not liking the film. So yeah, just take it however you will. But yeah, that's all I'm just doing. I'm giving my honest, full, authentic thoughts on what my critique of what I thought, what I got from the film, what I watched from the film. If you don't like it, then like I said, I'm sorry, I can't help you. But yeah, let's get into it. I'm not trying to make that long. But just as enough, I want to get my point across. But yeah, of course, I can do a little origin story. The basis of Dune. Yeah, so it's basically still, even though it's a remake of the 1984 one. It's it's an adaptation from the 1965 novel by an author named Frank Herbert. It's one of those projects where it reminds you of like Star Wars. It kind of reminds me still of it's kind of like those. Well, this one, it kind of reminds me of Mad Max. Those Mad Max. What was that other one by John Carpenter? Yeah, Mad Max. Oh, Escape New York, and yeah. And it's kind of like those intergalactic space, or apocalyptic wars, like Star Wars Foundation, Battlestar Galactica. Yeah, that's what it brings memories of it. So that's what it basically is, and it's between. Yeah, the cast also. Let me see that real quick. It's pretty star cast. It's pretty star studded, as you see in the actors. The only ones I really know is Yeah, of course, Zendaya. I haven't really seen her work, but seen clips of her everywhere. So Zendaya, Jason Momoa, Oscar, Oscar Isaac, Dave Bautista, Javier Bardem, and Stellan Skarsgård. See it, Stellan Skarsgård, uh, and then Josh Brolin. Yes, that's some. So yeah, it's pretty star-studded. As you see, it's a lot of familiar names throughout there. Yeah, throughout the film, and it's basically about. Let me see right here. Yeah, sorry. It's say likable, but I never really liked anybody all throughout the film. So I'll say it just goes through a movie that's it's like just a movie full of confusion. 'Cause I never really wrote the book, so of course I didn't get into it. But yeah, it's basically like a like a battle. Like I said, kind of like like Star Wars and like Star Trek and oh yeah, that too, Star Trek and like Foundation. It's kind of like two like the protagonist and the antagonist between two teams battling. Like the resources, all the resources of the planets, I guess, to take over the planet. As you see, it's between the family between the generation of a royal family between the atrocities. Of and the head leader of them is was Leto, and basically a generation. Oh, I heard a generation of witches because I saw also see a few stuff throughout a few scenes throughout the film that they made it like powers like so. And then the other team, which is the antagonist of the film, they're rivals, which is they're called the Harkin. So they're a race of ruthless, brutal, without remorse. They kill without remorse, no emotions at all. And they're called the Harkin, and they're led by Vladimir Harkin. And yeah, they're basically battling for. What I got for they're basically battling for the supremacy or in all the resources and sole control of the planet. So that's what they go. That's all throughout the film. I saw also say the action. I'll say that first. The action was it was just kind of like what because I was like wait I was going through it's like wait what is going on with the action. Even with like I'll say also like be prepared to sit through get get comfied up like wrap yourself like along because sit along because it takes almost an hour and 17 minutes before they actually before their heads with the Harkin and the atrocities class. And that shit takes long. It takes an hour and 17 minutes. And the characters aren't even that holy. For what I got from it, the characters aren't really that interesting. So how am I getting invested into a film that the characters are just overall super boring? Yeah, just no like nothing at all interested me throughout the film. It was just even the action was trash. How do you fuck up on the action? Oh, sorry. I knew I said I'll go keep it PG, but just saying how I feel. So I also get the highlights as I guess we're going to learn about Paul, basically the heir to the throne of his family. Paul atrocities. Paul, I'm not really saying it. I don't know if I'm really saying it right because it's like it's spelled like their last name ATRI. Wait, yeah, ATREIDS. No, it's ATREIDES. So yeah, it's kind of difficult to pronounce. So Yeah, so he's Paul is basically the heir to the throne, and he has a bit of a powers too, kind of like powers to like the which I won't spoil about, but it's kind of like reminiscent you'll see throughout the film. So he's kind of different from his family, you know. Basically, as he's the one, and he's growing throughout the film to guess find himself and prepare himself to basically stop and put a threshold, stop on to the Harkin. And he meets an oracle and is shown visions of an attack. I couldn't really know what to make of it because it was kind of confusing. I didn't get nothing from it. So yeah, so he's showing he meets an oracle basically and is showing visions of an attack and a female. Yeah, and he discovers he has the birthright destined to be the one to stop the Harkin. Yeah, basically he's like the beholder to like all the ones in the Matrix. I can't think of the other movies or Mad Max. Basically, like you just whoever the one basically to stop all the solution to all hope. Basically, yeah, I'll put it in that way. And yeah, he's the one to stop the Harkin. So and they're going also through a scene throughout the. So I thought, yeah, that it took me like yeah, it took me like because it was like 30 minutes beyond that point. Yeah, it took me like by that point recognize that he's just like the sole solution, the beholder of hope. Like I said, to stop the Harkin, basically save the day. And also keeps seeing he also keeps seeing the visions of the female he saw, which turns out to be Zendaya, which her name is in the movie is Shani, and he almost think she's like the prediction of his death because when they go for a kiss, like she kind of stabs him in the chest. I was like, damn, it's like that. Oh, like by that point, yeah, it's kind of really it was all confusing to me because like I said, I'm new to it, so just going off like from like the story and the story, the characters, in the action, like I said, it was like man, none of it really interested me. And I was like completely bored all throughout. So, and after he like keeps seeing visions from her, and from the attack, they had I think it was the attack from the Harkin, the Azure, because Azure they had like as Leto and his team go through, they had like going through this desert, shit starts going down, going south, and they start as soon as they get caught in the the way of like the sandstorm, and it's kind of like a quicksand too, because once they get caught in that, it's like quicksand. But once they get caught in it, they start to weasel, drop to their knees and die. So yeah, don't want to get caught in that. And yeah, after that, yeah, that's like and beyond that point, that's like when they start to really battle, the atrocities and the Harkin. It's like an hour and 17 minutes, and by that point, I was like, oh my gosh, I actually yawned like twice throughout the film. And yeah, as you say, like as you could already see, I was not really impressed all throughout. For someone who's actually supposed to be considered great as a director too, so, pretty trash. Yeah, pretty, yeah, it's just one. It's pretty and this is supposed to be because I saw it. Of course, I don't believe, especially Rotten Tomatoes. The favoritism in they play, so it already got like 89%. Didn't like it, didn't feel like 89% for me because all throughout, yeah, none of the characters were, they had no characteristics to define who they are. No, they had no moments throughout the film for them to be, wholly to have a moment where you can like remember them for. Yeah, of course, pretty much at this film, I'm just forgetting it. So yeah, and the characters were non interesting, but I also I forgot to get it out of the way. Yeah, the acting, as far as like the acting, directing, writing, and cinematography, overall production value. That was all. Yeah, I thought that was all good. Except the writing, for the dialogue, it was all boring. Especially like I understand like the dialogue too. Like as far as like the character development, and it's getting to as why the Harkin is doing what they're doing, and why this rivalry between the atrocities and the Harkin is straight battling, why they hate each other so much, and yeah, even throughout the dialogue, even throughout the like I said throughout the action, that was pretty okay. That was like this is the action. Yeah, that's how I felt like that. Like this all y'all can do. Yeah, and like the shield, like their shield supposedly, I guess it's kind of like upgraded, but yeah, their shields when they like it's kind of like a force field because it like rattles off. And it's like a blue light that keeps when they get hit, and it's like a blue light that rattles, around their body. I don't know what I got from that. It's kind of like it seemed like bad CGI to me because that right there was trashed also. And I don't know what they were doing, like the choreographed fights, because that was that was laughable. Also, that was pretty trash too. Don't know why this movie already getting high reviews. Don't know why, because it was just completely. I was bored all throughout the film. I was like damn near about to be, I could, I could picture almost me laying down on the couch because I was, watching on the couch and I just like sitting there. It's like, what is this shit going to pick up? Because I was just bored all throughout, and it was like, yeah, an hour into the movie, I was like, serious? But yeah, like I said, yeah, acting was what it needed to be. Of course, if you got star-studded cast already, not really much of a problem there. The director was great. Yeah, the directing style, of course, yeah, how clean and modern it looked. Thought that was pretty great too. It kind of reminded me, and the way how they captured the desert and the both kingdoms of especially the Harkin. The kingdoms of the atrocities and the Harkin, and the scenery of the film. I thought that was kind of all throughout with the involving the Harkin. Yeah, it was kind of eerie, but felt but it was like but why did it matter? And as I said also before, the props, the supposed shield, their shields are supposedly. So I guess they're living because it's like much more modern. So I guess they're supposed to have shields that's invisible. Yeah, and I was like, what the fuck was that? Was there? So yeah, it was like like so. I thought it looked like this kind of like special effects, bad CGI there. The way with the the shield, I easily pointed that out. So that looked like bad CGI altogether. I guess yeah. So that's all it from there. Now I also want to see also as he basically Vladimir catches Leto. He's basically gloating over the fact that that he's finally going to kill his bloodline off. Leto blows air into his face and he kills most of his camp. I don't know if he dies, but he kills most of his camp. It is once the air comes out of his mouth, instantly kills everybody. I was like, what the fuck? Wait, what? Wait, what's going on here? What the fuck is going on? I was like completely confused. I was just like, wow. By that point, I was just like, I didn't want to watch it anymore. Fucking boring. It took too long to get to the point, so it's just like, wow. The trailer is actually fucking, yeah, it's just, in one of those cases where the trailer is actually fucking better than the actuality of the movie, so, wow. I actually want to watch the remake now to see if because I guess that got trashed back in the day, but this is supposedly the best adaptation now, which turned out to be nothing more than a snooze fest. I wanted to go to sleep after damn near going into an hour into the film. It's completely boring, and that's basically all I have there. Because I thought it was I actually thought because I came across it and I just wanted to watch it quickly. So, but I thought, because it's about to be on HBO Max, guess this Friday, or probably like near to next week. So I just wanted to give my but I watched it already. So I just wanted to give you all my quick thoughts, what I thought on the film already, and as you can see, I don't fucking like it. It's already, already going to film as I already didn't like the director, so yep, another film that's hyped up to be another somewhat of a failure. So, but like I said, y'all can watch it, still watch it. Y'all don't have to take my word all for be all and just take it and not watch it. But so, and y'all can watch it, come up, come up with what y'all thought about it, and we can all conversate on it together if y'all want to. So that's everything. That's it. I'm actually watching Texas the Chainsaw Massacre, the classic one. So yeah, hell yeah. Cause I actually like the remake better, but we'll get into that later. So I'll get that out for y'all hopefully tonight. Cause I'm gonna be busy. The game. I'm gonna be busy playing Far Cry 6 and among other things like that. So hope y'all liked the critique of my Dune 2021, and I'll see y'all out.